Morning, everybody. Welcome to 307 Country. Got a little project today. I'm gonna go cut a little firewood. My mobile home that I got for rental has a wood stove, and there's a few logs over there that need cut up for the guy that's there. Get him some firewood. Got the furnace working, so it doesn't need the firewood, but it sure makes a difference. So what I'm gonna do today is show you how I set up a Firewood Prosizer and how I use it. A little different than some, not on the setup part, but the way I use it. So we'll kind of get into that. I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there on it, but I'll bring you in and show you how to put it on your saw and show you how to get it set up. I cut all my firewood at 16 inches. Main reason for that is it'll fit in almost any stove, and 3 rows is 48 inches, which is, you know, one row 4 foot high, 8 foot long is a face cord. 3 rows is a full cord. That's just how I do it. Anyway, I'll bring you in and we'll see if we can get this thing set up and go cut some firewood. I'm running my Holzforma, I guess it's kind of a mix of everything, but Holzforma cases and top cover and all that, but everything else, crank, bearings, I think I got a highway or meteor top end on it. Got a HB 12 carb on it. So it's not really a Holzforma, but that's where it started out at. Running a 32 inch bar, full house, full chisel. Let's get going on it and I'll get it set up and show you the process. Alright, what you get when you order one, you get this cool little bag. Got all the tools in it. It's got a baggie full of stuff. There's chargers. I got chargers in the truck charging right now. There's some rubber pads for smaller diameter handlebars you can put in to get the clamp to squeeze on them. You'll get your laser lights. Usually there's orange or green, whichever you order. I've got 2 of each. Just ordered a couple more green ones. Like the green better. They show up a little more. You'll get your clamp setup system. This one's, they got a swivel. You can loosen this and swivel your laser. So anyway, so got the light mounted in there, the laser. You want this screw up so that you can adjust your laser. So we'll go ahead and get this started. I just swivel it around to get it to where I can get to these screws easy. I usually try to mount it about the same height as the center of the bar. Just how I do it. If you have full wrap, you could mount it on the other side, but it's going to increase the angle of the light. But it'll work that way too. Want it loose enough, you can spin it on here. I'm going to adjust that down a little bit. Want it to line up with the bar for the most part. We'll get it set up here. See how it lines up. I figure out the best way to do this and I'll show you. Alright, I think that'll get it set up. I got a board over here. We'll turn the light on. The laser, you can see it there. Let me make sure you can see that. Oh yeah. You can see the laser there. And it's pretty much in line with the center of the bar. I could tilt it down just a little bit. I've got the tip of the bar is pretty much right up against that board. And then you'll just want to adjust that to where it's 16 inches from the tip of the bar. I'm at 11 right now. Fourteen and a half. 15 and a half. There's 16 on the nose. And you'll notice, like, if you come closer back, you're going to be less because of the angle of that. So the only way you'd get that is if your laser was out here 16 inches from your bar, then it'd be straight all the way. But we're at 16. Almost. I like that right about there. Go ahead and tighten up these Allen screws. Now you want to check after you tighten these up because it might move it. The only thing about this that's tough is getting the Allen wrench in here and getting it tight. Fifteen and a half. And back to 16. Back down to 15 and a quarter. $17. There's 16 right there. I'm going to try mounting the camera to the handlebars of my chainsaw. We'll see how it does. I don't know if the vibration is going to be bad or not. About 16. There we go. It's tight, so we'll go ahead and shut the light off, bag up our wrenches, and we'll go cut some wood. We'll see you at the wood pile. All right. Get filled up with oil and gas here. Running DGP. It's probably, I think it's about 10 degrees outside. Let's see how this stuff pours. That's pretty good for cold oil. I know the old bar oil, pouring at this would be like pouring molasses. Alright, I think I'll do a little voiceover here just to kind of help explain, what's going on here, how I'm using this. Right here, I'm just kind of warming this off a little bit, cutting easy. You can kind of see here in a second the laser on there. A little hard to see from this angle on my hard hat camera, but anyway, cutting logs like this, little stuff, trying to keep it from rolling off. If you start in kind of on a plunge cut on the front of the log, I'm trying to show you right here, there's the laser. So I start on the front quarter, usually that one moves a little bit, but you can kind of bore into it from the front and it'll keep it from rolling off. There's another spot of the laser. So I'm just kind of eyeballing where that laser is hitting. There's, a piece of bark, sawdust, chunk of snow, whatever, and that'll kind of give you the spot to make your cut. So I'll just kind of go through here and make a few cuts. Show you how I use it. I find it's a lot easier doing it this way, just to be able to see the laser, put the tip of the bar on the last cut, and see your laser and eyeball it, and there's the laser again there. So here I'm kind of boring in, keep the log from rolling towards me. This one's got kind of a flat bottom on it, so it's not going to roll either anyway, but if you don't break through the far side with your tip until you're farther down in the log, it's not going to pull as hard and pull it towards you. Especially when you're cutting up on something like this where it could just roll right to you. Just out there using the tip of the saw instead of dogging in. You can see the laser right there by that snow. Now here we're getting into the pile. This is all pretty small wood. Just kind of cutting up some stuff we got to rent in the house. The green laser shows up quite a bit better. It'd probably show up quite a bit better on camera too, I'm sure. But my green laser was dead, so I had it charging while I was doing this. Just figured I'd make a video with the red laser. I'm just being real careful. I got a pallet underneath this wood here, so it's not cutting into the dirt. Now, we're going from the other side. So this is where, if you're going to use the laser this way, you'd probably want to have it tilted down more so that it's lined up with the bottom of the chain, bottom of the bar, and that way you're not trying to mark the log with the tip of the saw. See here, you have to get the saw revved up and then mark the log, and if you had the laser tilted downwards toward the bottom of the bar, you wouldn't have to do it that way and risk having kickback or something like that. So if I were cutting from left to right, that's how I'd have that set up. Here we go back to cutting from right to left. The last couple pieces here I'm going to cut. And shows up a little better with the snow on it. And makes it pretty easy to do it this way. I think we'll cut this last one up here and be done with a little demonstration. Get this stuff stacked up and call it a day. All right, well, that's how I use Prosizer. So works pretty good. I like using it going from right to left. That's just the easy way for me. If you have one and you haven't tried that, I'd suggest giving it a shot. I like the way you're able to see the laser on the piece of wood, you know, before you're trying to rev your saw up and cut. If you're doing it the other way, you got to get your saw revved up and get a mark on the log you're cutting, you know, and you risk kickback or something like that. I don't know. That's just how I use it. So anyway, really appreciate everybody subscribing and stopping by and watching videos, and hope everybody's doing well, and we'll see y'all on the next one. 307 out.